with another replay, this time by Brandon Fox in his ISM. And we are on the new map, Ghost Town. And Brandon's going into the town. So we're going to see how this goes. One thing, so this tank is fairly well armored. It does have a cupola up here. And it's got, well, quit moving around. It's got two shoulders here. And let's see what he does here. He's looking for a shot over on the side. We'll talk about that in a minute, about its weaknesses. But he is sitting waiting for a shot. It's got 390 alpha, 220 something pen, or 212 is all. So that's not very much for a heavy. And it's got looks like 240 on its gold rounds, and that is an excellent leading shot to start off the game. So 421 damage. You can tell that his team is pushing over on the one line, which can be a good thing or it can be a bad thing. If they've got a lot of snipers in back, it can be a very bad thing. Now, one thing, wow, look at all these guys. One thing you'll notice is that this tank is very, very good as the AT-15A is getting crushed, as is his buddy. So they thought they were just going to bully, and you can't bully tier 8 heavies like that, not up close. Was able to hit the UDES 14.5, which is one of the new Swedish medium tanks, which I'm not sure why he's here, but he is. Now the Rev, holy Hannah, this is a game, up to 2,000 damage already. But you notice that he is sitting basically not giving his side to the enemies, only giving the front of his upper plate to the enemies. And that's how you need to play this tank. Because if you hit the upper plate, you are not going to do damage. So that's a great job of guessing where the enemy is going to be. And this is the regular Scorpion, not the Scorpion G. And this thing is not a sniper, right? It's just not. Okay, when you're in an SU-130 PM, let your heavy take the hit, take his shot, and then you pull out and get your shot. Don't do what this tank destroyer is doing and block your heavy, who is out there blocking damage. He's already blocked 1,400, and he's using standard rounds to really put the hurt on the enemy. Now, he is working this position perfectly. He's completely hull down. He is able to get shots, and he is baiting shots wherever possible. Wow. I mean, his gun has been firing from the moment he started. We're up to 3,500 damage, which is already a decent game. So, he is completely safe from both sides of the map in this position. Unfortunately for all of us and him, it is really janky here with the camera. So he's able to hit the Mauerbrecher in his weak spot. It's obvious Brandon knows where the weak spots are on tanks, and he is using that to his advantage. Now he's side scraping out, but as you can tell, it's very hard for him to tell if he's at a good side scrape angle, simply because of the camera view. So he's trying to bait shots out here, which is a good idea, but he is no longer already safe. So the one issue, when you get up close to tanks that have any gun depression, they could shoot on your roof in this thing. And so he's keeping his distance, and I don't blame him. He's already racked up 4K damage, and he's playing this very, very well. I'm extremely impressed, Brandon. Very impressed. So he's got a gun in the way, and this SU-130 PM takes the bait, shoots at his tracks, and as does the Mauerbrecher. So he's using his armor to maximum effectiveness here. So the one place that this enemy tank, these enemy tanks can hit him is in his shoulder. And I want to show you that shoulder. It's right here. If they hit him in this shoulder, they're going to pen him every time. So let's go back to first person. And he's just taking the shots that he's given, you know? So just a fantastic side-scraping clinic being put on here. We're up to 4,600 damage. And that Mauerbrecher has got to be getting ticked. So the Artie is now taking an interest, but he has worked, Brandon's worked down these guys. I might have loaded HE here, and that's exactly what he's doing. Wow. Fantastic ammo switching here. And I think you still needed to hit the cupola to make that really work. But at this point, it might be worth adjusting position just because of this Artie focus. And that's what it looks like he's maybe doing. So in this position, you've got to be extremely careful because anybody in the very back can hit you. But I don't believe he's spotted. Oh, that's a shame that tank destroyer was not spotted earlier, because that HE just wrecks those tank destroyers. Ooh, only 16 damage. So at this point, his team has won both sides of the map, and he's just sitting in the middle. Apparently he's not taking Artie fire because I'm assuming that the Artie has better targets. They're afraid for their lives. Maybe not. Maybe I was wrong. See, I haven't watched this yet. So which target do you take out? I think he took out the right target there because it was the one tank that was penetrating him. And we're now at 11 to 8. 5,300 damage, 4,800 blocked. That is over 3 times his tank blocked. So now he's just playing slow, and I don't blame him. There's those stinking Arties. Oh, please let him get a shot on one of these Arties. Oh, yeah, it's okay. At least he knows that the Arties are not going to be firing at him because they are busy doing other things. Oh, yes. Please do it. Yes, thank you. Good job, Brandon. So we're up to 4 kills. We have 9 health left. But when you do 5,300 damage and you have 9 health left, without him in this game, they would have lost. Guaranteed. So the Jagdpanther gets spotted. He's able to take him out. And that just leaves a Udez. So all the Artie's dead. He is down to his gold rounds, of course. And what a game. Start to finish, that was a fantastic game. Thanks for sending that in. Let's go look at the after action report real quick on this one, and we'll wrap it up. Okay, wow. Ace Tanker. Cool-headed. At least 10 ricochets. Steel Wall, unsurprisingly. Top Gun, unsurprisingly. 2 bonds. 1,650 base XP. That is an insane amount of base XP, gentlemen and ladies, if you're out there watching. And basically double anything else on his team. So what an amazing game. 26 shots, 20 hits, 17 pens. Anytime you pen 17 shots with a heavy tank, it's going to be a good game. I don't care if it's the Black Prince. It's going to be a good game. 5,500 damage, 4,800 blocked. I mean, imagine how many shots the enemy took at him that his team didn't have to worry about. You know, that kind of stuff matters. He lost 11,000 credits only because he fired his gold rounds after he fired all of his standard rounds. That's completely understandable. Can't fault him for that. And that was on a double, so he ended up with 3,300 XP out of that game. That was just fantastic. Appreciate you sending that in. I hope you guys give him the kudos he deserves on this one. And keep sending your exciting, great games in, and we will show them. I think that's it for me for today. Tonester out.